graduating. You beat the odds. And I'm just so proud of you. I had to ask myself a question, what's the most valuable thing that I can talk to you about tonight? What's the most valuable thing I can say to you? So as I've been looking over the last month, I relived lots of memories of being a teen mom. And many feelings begin to come back. 15 years old, I can still remember my sweet little baby kicks and my great big secret. I wondered if my baby was a boy or a girl, and what would I name her or him? And I was picking out baby names long before my parents ever knew that I was pregnant. And as I just thought a lot about you guys here tonight, as I've identified with you as a teen mom, I looked at other real famous teen moms. The most famous teen mom I could find was the Virgin Mary. I know she came about her baby quite a different way. But just think who she carried to the world. And who could you be carrying? You know, your little son or daughter. Who knows what gift your son or daughter has for the world? You as a mother, you're very valuable to the children entrusted to you. Your love actually fuels your little boy or your little girl to become all they can be. So I want to take you back to the beginning of my story. Looking back on the night that my mother told me she was going to tell my dad that I was pregnant. So I did what any responsible teenage girl would do, and I went and I hid. So me and my boyfriend, we parked in the parking lot behind the church, and I wasn't brave enough to go home until 3:30. It's about 3:30 in the morning. I open up my front door, and there's my dad, sitting across the room with his Coke bottle glasses on, reading his Bible. And I just burst into tears. And he walked over to me and he gave me a big hug. And he told me that he loved me. And he told me that him and Mom were too old to raise a baby. And that all he asked was that I would pray every day what was best for my baby, whether it was me to raise her, or whether I was to give her to two loving adoptive parents. And then he told me to get some sleep because I had to go to school in the morning. So it was like 2 hours before school started. And little did I know that was the best parenting advice that I could have ever gotten. I have 5 children, going on my 6th grandchild. And just for him to tell me like to pray every day for my children, to ask God for wisdom, and to get some sleep and go to school. So I became like you. I grabbed my baby, I grabbed my books, and I graduated high school. Yes. I've literally relived every one of those days watching every single episode of the television show Teen Mom. My husband keeps saying, why are you watching that show? But I really identify, you know? And that's why education is very important for a teen mom. So today I celebrate you with a new title, since Teen Mom's not the best title, and it is Grad Mom. So you can hashtag Grad Mom all your photos from tonight, and we'll put your photos on that we have too. And you can get some people interested, you know, where they can see that it's possible to get your education once you've gotten pregnant in high school.
Yeah.
You're the one who got up every single day to achieve your academic goal. You overcame obstacles. You problem solved. You believed you could graduate and you made a plan. And I am so proud of you for choosing life for your baby and for choosing an education for you and for your child. Winners, see, you do things other people don't want to do. And I commend you for all your hard work. See, there's times in our lives that we need to reflect. We need to look back over our life to make better decisions. Tonight we have the masquerade mask. And right now is a moment when you would take off your mask. Because it's so important that you can really look in the mirror, take a good look at yourself to see who you're really created to be. So I had my baby girl Erica at 16. And holding my baby, I love babies. It was so fun. Some of you let me hold your babies tonight. And it's just like a little peekaboo into heaven for me when I get to hold a baby. But something was still missing. I had mistook sex for love. And my relationship with my boyfriend That became my identity. As most girls are, I was pregnant again at 16. But this time it was a very different story. I lost my little boy to miscarriage at 5.5 months. And I was really heartbroken, trying to go to high school, take care of my baby, having boyfriend drama problems. For me, I really felt, devalued. I really felt lost inside. And my baby or my boyfriend could not fill that void. I did not know my value, even though I came from an excellent family. You saw how my dad responded to my pregnancy. I was from a very loving family. But I still felt hopeless, and I began to cry out to God, and He answered me. Because you do not need a PhD to talk to God. He invited me into a relationship with His Son, and my life truly began to change. I was filled with life and with hope, and I stand here today by the grace of God to tell you that I am loved, and I am valuable, and so are each of you. Very loved and very valuable. You're going to need to hold on to that as you raise your child. I also made a choice to forgive my baby's father. That's another high recommendation I give to you today if he hasn't stood by your side. It's the best choice you can make, and your feelings will catch up at some point. You see, maybe nobody put a ring on your finger, but you are still a treasure. The decision that I made to be loved and to love others was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I was once insecure, and I became confident. So don't ever knock yourself for having a baby young, but learn from it. Keep persevering. Seek higher education. Attain good parenting skills. Take advice. Like I took my father's advice to pray for my baby every day. Because knowledge is power, but wisdom is powerful. Teen mom to grad mom, that shows tenacity. Some of the best employees, entrepreneurs, and business owners were grad moms. The absolute only difference between you and someone you envy is that they did not settle for less. And so today I ask you to settle for more. You can do it. Although motherhood does not define you, even some say it weakens us, but truly motherhood empowers you and makes you strong. Y'all have gifts and talents, so I'd like you to think about what you're gifted with. What do you have in your hand to work with? For me, I love people, and I love to make people smile. So get creative. I started helping out at school so that I could get free pictures for my kids that I couldn't afford. I started wiping a little milk off the faces and helping the teachers get the kids down and making the kids smile. And now I own a school photography business, just from volunteering and helping out. Parenting, that's also in your hands. You can shape the life of an individual, just like the Virgin Mary did. And my daughter, Erica, is here tonight. She was my sidekick in high school. She's now 37 years old. She's a wife and a mother. She has her master's degree, and she serves her community as a school psychologist. She's a Celebrate Recovery leader at church, and an amazing daughter, and she gave me beautiful grandchildren. Erica, raise your hand. There she is over there. Husband Michael and my daughter Jazzy and two of my grandbabies Talia and Julian.
These all.
That's in the shout out. So I met a few of you here tonight. You know, maybe your daughter's like little Elizabeth or little Aaliyah. Maybe they'll be the next school site. Maybe they'll get their master's degree. If they see their mommy go to school, they're more likely to go to school too. So just keep getting up every day and going to school. Like my dad said, get yourself some sleep, even if the baby's up all night long. Try to sleep. So you're in a sacred position as a mother. You just need to keep a can-do attitude to achieve your dreams. We're in America after all, the place of dreams. You dared to dream really big. I'd like you to continue to do that. continue your education, by going to college. The only difference between a dream and something coming true is a goal. So set a goal. I too was on Medi-Cal, food stamps, Section 8, and now I own a business. So the best thing that I can tell you today as a handout is a hand up actually, named Hope. I'd like to talk to a couple of fathers I met in here tonight, Kevin and Eric, raising little Kevin Jr. and Gio. You're in a unique position in a fatherless society to raise your little kids to be real men. See, most men are there when the babies come, but we need men to stick around and teach us how to live. Fathers, you have a unique legacy to leave. You can be a hero and you can be a dad. And graduates, I brought you a little gift tonight. I think it fell on the floor.
That was the noise.
So it's a little mirror, and it says 3 words on it. I'd like for you guys to all be able to look at yourself in this mirror and know this deep in your heart. So these 3 words, it says, I am valuable. And if you could, everyone in the room can join them, but I would like every graduate to say these 3 words with me on the count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. I am valuable. That is the greatest lesson you can teach to your children. And it's the greatest knowing that you can have in your heart. You're a very valuable person. As a human being, we have intrinsic value. You're also worthy, you're loved, and you're priceless. So at just the right time, you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. And blessings are to bless others. I'd like to teach you one more thing before I close. I have some advice that if you take your cell phones, which are pretty precious to everyone, and you put them under your bed at night, then when you wake up at night, you'll have to get down on your knees, and you'll remember when you're down there to thank Him. To thank Him for that little baby, and to thank Him for the blessings here tonight, and how you have persevered, and how people have come by your side to get you to this point of graduating. And that's one of the best pieces of advice I can give you. So in closing, I would just like to just share a little blessing with you. So may the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you His favor and give you peace. And may He give you the desires of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Congratulations, graduates.